another comeback. You had 2 pens. What's the mentality like to do this 3 games in a row?
I mean, at halftime, I feel like we were a lot calmer than maybe in the previous games, just because, once you do something, and you kind of feel a little more comfortable, and there's a little bit more belief that you can do it again. And we didn't panic at all. We said that we've done it before, but we needed to raise our level because first half wasn't good enough. We didn't create much. And I feel like second half, even other than the penalties, we created a lot of chances, and we could have scored a lot more goals. And, that's the way we want to play at home.
What changed other than kind of the mentality? I mean, Brian talked about tactical changes. You had Paul in there.
Yeah, I mean, Paul did well when he came in. Again, he's done well when he started or when he came in the last, 4 or 5 games. But I mean, I think it was us players, honestly. I feel like the whole 11 could have been taken off at halftime. Nobody was playing up to the potential or to the standard that we have. So maybe if we had 11 subs, then maybe we would have all been off at half.
Talk about taking the second pen and choosing to go to the same spot.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt good in the game, honestly. And I decided to go that way, although, there's a risk to it when you take the first one that way. There's a risk, and then, obviously if there's going to be a next one, keepers are watching. But, I feel comfortable going both ways or middle, so yeah, I think it's just, handling the nerves more than anything.
From where I was standing, it seemed like Pedro was asking for that second PK. Was that accurate or not accurate?
Yeah, he was saying, are you gonna take it? And I felt, and I told him that, yeah, as I said, I felt good. Scored the first one, so there was, no reason I think to switch that.
You've really found something. I don't know if it's. There's been something different about your play or game or just efficiency in the last couple of games. Have you felt anything different, or things are just clicking within the offense?
A bit of both. But most of the things that you guys look at is stats, is goals and assists. For me personally, this game is more than goals and assists, and I think some of the most influential and legends in the game and great players still play today don't get that many goals and assists every season, but it's how can you make an impact on the game, and can you make the guys around you better, and can you get them in positions to score? So as far as stats go, yeah, it's been better, much better in the recent games. But it's, for me, it's not everything. Maybe for some people it is, and that's what they look at. For me, it's not, but it is nice to get on a score sheet.
Anything else for Albert? All right, last couple.
Are you watching the Euro?
Of course.
Well,
I'm
what do
watching
you think about
Euros.
the
I'm
game?
watching Copa America.
Yeah.
I'm watching Wimbledon starting this Monday. So yeah, I'll watch all the sports.
Specifically, the game at 9 a.m. tomorrow. How
Yeah.
do you see it?
Well, regardless, it's going to be a tough game. But I have seen England play all 3 games in the group stage, and they haven't played up to their potential. So I think it is a good time for us to play them. It's going to be a tough game, because the quality that England have, it's very high. But we have beaten Belgium, and Belgium's a top team. So I do have belief that we could win, and we saw one upset today with Italy going out. So those games it's going to be small details that are going to decide the game, and I hope it goes our way tomorrow morning.
Last one for Albert, guys.
On top of your stats from this game, last game, 2 assists last game, a brace this game, and then everything else, you've been contributing in a big way. What does that mean to you to help the team to positive results?
Yeah, well, I feel like we have so many players that kind of lead. There might be a different player every game, and last game it was Jordan and Raul who got the goals, but even our backline today making big plays at the end, that's huge. So I feel like every position and every player does something different, and if you add it all together and everything does what's expected of them and what we know they can do, that's how you become successful. So every player has a different role, you know, and someone's there to win the ball back, and maybe they don't get as much credit, you know, as the attacking players, because you know the game is at least in the recent years, you know, it's all about the goals, who scored the goals. But as I said before, you know, center mids, you know, JP, Obed, Josh, when he plays, you know, they do a lot of dirty work that goes unnoticed maybe on the outside, but inside here in the locker room we appreciate it, you know. So I think everybody has a job to do, and I think it's been clicking lately.